Howdy folks, and welcome back to World of Tanks with the mighty Jingles. It's another multi-perspective replay for you. This time is from the perspective of me in my IS-7, Ike in his T110E5, and since this was from one of Quickybaby's live streams, there's Quickybaby also in his IS-7. This is the one with the paint job. I'm waiting for patch 8.6 before I put a new paint job on my IS-7. I like the look of one of the new Russian camos. Now you'll notice Quickybaby loves using the removed speed governor on his Russian tanks. He's using one on his IS-7, but he's using it at the cost of a fire extinguisher. I've never been that confident. So you'll see I'm basically falling back to let him get past because he's got the superior speed. So he's the first of us around this corner, and all different kinds of enemy tanks. Look at that enemy AMX 1390. Quickybaby's not going to stop, so he fires on the move. I, on the other hand, want to make sure I get a shot into him, and I do. It was risky, I wasn't fully aimed, but it slowed me down, so I'm going to be lucky to cross this field without taking fire. So Quickybaby's made it across. Ike is lying up on this downslope of the ridge over here to cover against anybody coming around behind us, and I'll make it across without incident and see Quickybaby going for this M103 on the corners. I think 2 IS-7s, we can annihilate this guy, and I go for it. Quickybaby's taking a hit, so I take the lead. But what I don't see is the massive amounts of fail that Quickybaby is about to experience over here. He had a 1390 and a 5916 with him. The 1390 has run off. The 5916 is just, well, not doing an awful lot. It's not through lack of trying, but his shots are just not effective on this 1390. And finally he figures out, well, maybe I should move around him, and he still lets him get away. And Quickybaby was sitting there thinking, okay, well, my tracks have been blown off. No problem, I've got 2 light tanks with me. Where are you going, guys? And that 1390 empties an entire magazine into him, and look at the amount of health he's got left. And he's only now able to get round and help me with the M103. So that was just appallingly bad. It should never have happened. This is what you get when you rely on random teammates. Unfortunately, he was forced to rely on random teammates because I was fully engaged with this M103 around the corner. And I was having a time of my life just battering this M103 to the ground. I don't even think he scored a single penetrating hit on me. He was just... And this is what IS-7s are so good at. They're such bullies of tanks. Your face hug. I mean, the M103 is pretty strong from the front, but my gun is at exactly the right angle to hit his weak spots. And he... No. Oh, and the 5916 redeems himself, comes around, makes him turn his turret, gives me the back of his turret. Fantastic. Assisted by Quickybaby putting a shot in there, and now we have an IS-7. But Ike hasn't been doing nothing over on the other side of this rock formation, so let's go and see what he's been up to so far. Well, there he is in his beloved T110E5, the dirty, rotten, stinking, filthy Norwegian premium ammo using scumbag that he is. He always uses premium ammo in his T110. And I'm not complaining about it in this game. You'll see why when you watch the rest of the replay. He was initially providing covering fire from the reverse slope of that hill, but quickly realised that he didn't really have very good shots at anything, and he's come over here, dodging artillery fire on the way, to help keep this IS-7 from flanking round us. Now, he realised straight away that was a number of hits that came in. There's more than just the IS-7 there, and you'd expect tank destroyers to be in those bushes at the back. And there it is. Oh, he judged that one perfectly. He knew where the tank destroyer was going to be, waited for him to fire, gave his position away. And now he's clear to come around and help us out with this IS-7. Perfect, perfect timing. Back to Quickybaby's perspective, he's not interested in taking hits from anything here. I'm tanking the IS-7. I'm the one taking the hits. Come on, Ike, get around there, finish him off for us. You beauty. Oh-ho, T62A. Gets one into Ike. Ike's not going to shoot him in time. On the other hand, I might. Oh, good damage roll. Right, T62A smartly decides that facing off against two IS-7s and a T110E5 is not his wisest course of action, so he's going to back off and try and... He's fighting a delaying action, basically, because it's T-Mod capping, and we're about to lose the cap very, very, very badly. Now, this is not a fantastic situation. Quickybaby slams one right into that T62A and pulls back before the T62A can fire at him. I've got the health, so I'm going to lead the attack here. Quickybaby's going to use me as cover. However, their medium tanks, this was some good teamwork on behalf of the enemy team. Their heavies are swarming the cap and they're going to take it. And their mediums are all fighting delaying actions. The pattern's coming around the back, the T62A is sitting up here trying to spot for artillery, and the E50's in the middle of the field. So, I'm going to continue my attack on the T62A. Quickybaby's going to go for the E50 and the pattern, and Ike is going to rush the cap and try to delay their capture. Oh, this is good news. Okay, I took a hit from the T62A and he took my tracks off, but we spotted their GW Panther. Now that bounce, I believe, was the pattern, and I should have paid more attention to that bounce because I drive right back out to where the shot came from. 416 damage, yeah, that'll be the pattern. So, back to Quickybaby. The rest of us are trying to sweep around the south and go back to prevent the cap. And Quickybaby's taking it upon himself to go and deal with the E50 and the pattern, who are threatening the flanks of all of the tanks that are sweeping around to the south. Only problem is he doesn't know... Oh, there we go, there's the E50. E50 donks a shot at his turret. Quickybaby doesn't miss. Now his natural instinct is to go up and chase the E50 down, but he knows he's got that pattern on his flank. Yeah, no, too dangerous, too dangerous. He's keeping an eye on what's going on with the pattern. Sometimes you've just got to take a chance. Kills the E50. Okay. Manages to swing his armour around not a second too soon. And for what? I don't even know what that ARL is doing in the game, but he's just a free lunch for the pattern. T32 and Quickybaby up here, trying to take advantage. Unfortunately, he had to take the shot. The pattern was about to get away, and he wasn't going to get another shot at him. 130mm gun on the IS-7 is not the most accurate gun in the world. Keeps checking to his right flank, make sure that he's not being outflanked by anybody else. And he's going to go for that pattern now. T32 is going around. Surely the pattern's going to kill the ARL. Yep. Well, that was pretty inevitable. Tier 9 tank versus a Tier 6 heavy. Now this is where it could all go horribly wrong. Quickybaby's a one-shot kill for that pattern. So he's got to keep the front of his tank, the pike nose, pointed towards that pattern at all times. He's put one into him, he still needs one more. Pattern sees the T32 coming around, he knows he's got to kill Quickybaby and get around. Quickybaby manages to get the majority of his armour pointing towards that guy's gun, takes the hit, finishes him off. So, rear secure. Now we must deal with that cap. There are more than 3 of them sitting in the cap circle. We've got seconds to get up there and reset it. And that's where Ike comes in, because he hasn't spent the last couple of minutes of the game idle. He's just powered across that field, and now he's got to reset this cap. And you'll notice that he does it the smart way. He doesn't concentrate fire on one tank. What you have to do in this sort of situation is put one shot, one damaging shot, into each and every one of the tanks that's capping, because that's the only way you reset the whole cap counter. Once you've done that, then you can start putting individual tanks down. So Ike's got the guys in the cap circle bottled up, but it's not the guys in the cap circle that he needs to worry about, because up above him he's got a T69 and an IS-6 coming in. If they can circle around beside or behind him, he's in deep trouble. And that's where I come in. Need to keep his flank safe. Can't afford to let him get outflanked. So there's a Ferdinand up here with me, but myself and the Ferdinand are both one-shot kill territory for these enemy tanks. And I see the T69 and the IS-6, and we basically need to just dissuade these guys from going around and trying to outflank. get a good shot into the IS-6. Spot the T-69, and I'm in a bit of a pickle here. Oh, great, there go my tracks. That was the T-69. I can't really turn, otherwise I'm giving them shots at my flank. I have to keep my tank pointed towards that IS-6. I missed the T-69. That was never going to hit. And I'm trying to get around behind that rock. Now the IS-6 pops out, but hey, it's no problem. It's only an IS-6. I'm an IS-7. He's never going to penetrate my... He fired high explosive. Well played, IS-6. Well played. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, fresh from finishing off the pattern in the E50, Quickybaby is desperately hauling ass to get back and help out with mopping up the remainder of the enemy team. And he's real grateful he put removed speed governor on his IS-7 now, isn't he? Hold on, Ike. I'm coming, bro. Yeah, no rush. In your own time. Don't die on me, man. I got you back, bro. Just don't die on me, you hear? Yeah, no problem. Just, get here when you can. Like, it's cool. I'm nearly there, man. You just stay alive now, you hear? Don't you go dying on me, Ike. Don't you go dying on me, bro. Yeah, I think I can handle that. We're cool. The phrase you're looking for? Like a boss. Well, Quickybaby, after finishing off that E50 and Patton that were trying to come around and sweep us up from the rear, he's only just managed, with the one enemy tank left alive, he's just managed to get back over here. Now, we want Ike to get Top Gun out of this. He's on 5 kills and he deserves Top Gun. So Quickybaby doesn't want to take the shot, but shit, the IS-6 is going to kill him. And Ike's just, take the shot. So he takes the shot. IS-6's tracks eat it. Quickybaby sees his entire life flashing before his eyes. But the IS-6 bounces. And then the third man comes up and gets the kill. So that's 3 kills and 3,000 damage from me, 2 kills and 3,500 damage from Quickybaby, 5 kills and 5,700 damage done from Ike, for a total of 10 kills, 2/3 of the enemy team, between the three of us. Fantastic game. And very rare that I actually enjoy playing a game in the IS-7, but I've been having a lot of very, very good games in the IS-7 on Quickybaby's live stream, this being just one of them. So I hope you enjoyed that little change from the usual single perspective replays. And these do seem to be popular, so I will be trying to do more of them in future. As always, take care on that battlefield, folks. I'll catch you next time.